Ain't not either, DJ.
Okay, I just hopped off 2K.
Alright, bud.
Ordering right now.
You know how... Yeah, it will. Here in a minute. You know, I haven't played a basketball game in... Shit. 2K...
Yeah.
13? 14? Oh. Yeah, mute your mic so it's not echoing like that. I just don't know what uniform I should wear. Eh. You know, it's strange to say this about the Rams, but I kind of like their older jerseys. Like, not the St. Louis ones. I mean, those are cool, the gold and blue. But, I don't know, I think the yellow that they have for pants and everything now is just brighter. So I kind of preferred, like, the older Rams yellow jerseys. Well, yellow pants and shit. I don't know. I'm strange, I guess. Sure. DJ is here, Def. He's just loading up.
Let's see which one is game 3. Ladies and gentlemen.
Mm. I better get my supplies ready for this game. It's gonna get intense.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's an upgrade. Release, reload, video. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm ready. Let's see how this runs. Haven't had a user game in franchise since forever.
I love the user games, dude.
In the other
Summer.
league, I did not get one.
Oh, I would gladly trade my schedule, this year's schedule in the 18 league, because I had 3 user games in the preseason, and I've had 5 user games in the regular season. And it's not like against like easy opponents. It's against like one of my biggest rivals in the league, Q. Only beat his ass once. He's got me the last 3 games straight. I actually think out of that entire league, you know, I've played Bull quite a bit. I would actually have to say like my rivals in that Madden 18 league have to be Bull and Q, because I'm always playing them almost every year. Did you actually get the invite sent, or no?
Nope.
No?
I just got it now, mine. I didn't see it.
Oh.
It says I can't go on invite.
Let me exit out. My guy looks like some weird dude. I don't know.
Oh,
If you click on the play the game, it should load us both in at the same time without an invite needing to be sent.
You ready right now?
Yeah.
Okay, 1 second. I'll just upgrade from mine so I can upgrade from mine. Okay, is that right before the game? I just clicked on it.
Alright. Is there any specific thing you do for uniforms? Because I really don't care.
I don't care either.
If you're gonna wear the home jersey, or always, don't matter. Alright.
Is it delayed or something?
The what?
Why are you changing?
Changing what?
The jersey.
You're changing yours.
No, I know. Okay. I'll see you.
I just went with the yellow jersey, my blue and yellow. I just said fuck it. Home uniforms.
Nothing. No. I take a jersey, then I go to the pants, and then just change its colors. Like I'm trying to do the all orange.
Oh, just scroll down to the individual jersey itself.
That's what I'm doing.
Oh. That's weird, man. I have no idea.
Exactly.
I know you had the orange jersey up there for a second.
Yeah, and then I went to the pants and tried to go to the all orange. Right when I changed it, it went to white.
Huh.
Okay.
That's weird, man. Well, good luck. The game, no matter what the score is, let's just have fun with it.
Yep.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the city of Angels, Los Angeles, California.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the divisional one, so you ended up winning it.
And the Los Angeles Rams.
I come back.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. What a spin. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Me personally, I think 18's a better game.
Oh, Madden 18. I like Madden 18. I think that it doesn't have as many issues.
I mean, 19's a good game, but I like the running system without that.
Yeah.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2
Pick that one right
yards.
there.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dante Fowler in there to make the play. It'll be a loss of 14, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Taken at the 37. And that negates a pretty
Hate
decent
that
punt
fucking
return.
penalty. That always gets me.
Down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
So the special teams
If you ever watched one of my old
yardage
YouTube
there as they come
videos, I was
out on
playing
1st
against
and
Bull.
10.
All of a sudden I got unnecessary roughness on a wide receiver because I jumped and it was into the end, out of bounds. I don't even know how that worked.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Very cool. What'd you say? Madden.
They'll run here with John Kelly.
Come on, Kelly. Come on.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Okay, that makes sense. Dummy.
Goff on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And Zerline's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Now a play fake here on first down. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Matt Longacre in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop it for a loss of about 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Right.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. Looking for Woods that time.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And down inside the 15 he goes. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
They'll pitch it to Kelly. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. John Kelly taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Rams add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a nice spin into some open field. And a fantastic return all the way down.
That was a hell of a kick return.
And that's the type of
that was
return
great
that puts
spin.
a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. Maybe I'd go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Trubisky with a give to Howard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Finding Gabriel, complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. Now Trubisky. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there from 6 yards away. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Parkey adds the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Goff now looking to throw. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
On first down, it's gone. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And Zerline's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. LaMarcus Joyner in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
And at this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle.
Exactly. Let's see what's going.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he's got Miller. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
I didn't even see you. No, I'm sorry. I was like,
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's first and 10 up at the 46. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best. He keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
no, it's not. You have 3 weeks to gain muscle.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this.
That's what you need to do. That's what I'm saying. Muscle weighs more than fat, dummy. You know that, right? So why would you want to gain fat? Exactly. I don't know why you put up and down with that either.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit. First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around.
I know he talked
Excellent
about.
blocking.
That move is
But the guy
painful.
carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They do that
They'll
wrong.
pitch it back to Gurley. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they
It
kept
doesn't even
extra
feel heavy.
DBs
They
on
don't
the
even feel
field,
heavy. They feel
despite
light.
seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time
who
or what
did
the
you have
case
to do?
was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
I can pick you up. I can pick Franco up. What are you talking about?
On first down, gone. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That throw good for 4.
I know. I thought Mario did, right? But that one thing I miss about Jack is, I mean, the one thing I'm missing about wrestling that you don't have with Jack is the shower. It feels like, wait, what? I looked at him, I thought about it.
He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking.
He's like, this is my campfire
Give him a ball
song.
that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Here's gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Now Goff on first down. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Goff now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. To To the air again. Gone. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. That it's second down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
I was watching. Like, I was watching.
On the toss, it's Gurley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing 3. Now it's third down. Third and long. It's gone.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Zerline's kick is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Oh, a little 360. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
9 seconds to play, and likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now Trubisky lost the football. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back.
That was a good half.
Number 3. A trip to the
that was hard.
title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Rams on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Goff. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. Oh, eluding the tackle. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Bears take over. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards Stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%.
Come on, gotta go.
On second down, here's Trubisky. Looking left side, and it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Cohen. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Trubisky to throw. On the move to his left. He's got a man that's caught left sideline. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, 40 yards. And the Bears draw a bit closer. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Parkey with the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. Returnable here for Davis. And now running right through it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Goff now looks to throw. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Good work that time to get him to jump, and now here's 1st and 10. Throwing again is gone. He's got his man on the crossing route. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. Goff now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Gurley. Busts through the tackle, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. They got a man, it's Woods. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Robert Woods, 29 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No.
It's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back.
One sec, I need to fix something. I just noticed was wrong with my roster. No. There we go.
Not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dante Fowler in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Trubisky will throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action. Now Trubisky. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. That's taken at around the 40. Good blocking there, and nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Now a handoff for Gurley. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Again they run with Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go.
Now a carry here for Orleans Darkwan. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Rams on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Goff. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Goff hitting Woods for a Rams first. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. Goff now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Goff. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Eddie Goldman in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And Zerline's kick is good. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
He spins free, and he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now it's Trubisky. He's going to go for a big play downfield. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. They can thank their defense for another stop. And now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down, and of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you can pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
Another carry now for Gurley. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Back to throw, gone. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
Here we go on 4th. Goff steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. It's 2nd and goal. Back to the 8-yard line now. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it. But I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. Zerline good with a PAT, and that will make this a 19-point game. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Now it's Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
We're good. We're good.
Now Gurley. And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. High throw, but he makes the catch. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now Trubisky rolling to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Okay, folks, we got 4. We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
Throwing now. Gone. And that is is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Woods the intended receiver, and it's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Here's Johnny Hacker now, standing just outside his own goal line. That's taken on the 25. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And
Good game, bud.
Good
game.
For the players
it was fun.
now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Rams are victorious here as we say so long from Exposition Park in L.A.